Hi North Haven, this video is going to go over Jamboard within a Meet. So now if you come down to the More menu, which is these three dots down at the right, and click on them, you can open a Jamboard or a Jam right here in Meet. And to do that, you click on it. It's going to give you two options. One is to start a new whiteboard. The other one is to choose one from Drive. So what you can do is just like you would pre-populate your slides or your PowerPoints before class, you can pre-populate your Jamboards with notes or texts or pictures or even like an image of a PDF. And then you can come and click on it during your class and pull that Jamboard up. For now, I'm going to start a new whiteboard. It's going to come up with any students that are in the Meet. And then you can right here, if you just want to show it to your students, you can keep it on view. But one of the benefits of Jamboard is the ability for you guys to collaborate back and forth or to have students show their work on it. And so if you want them to be able to do that, you should click Edit. When you're done, you can click Send. And then what's going to happen is the Jamboard will come up for you here on the left. And then for the students, what's going to happen is they'll get a little pop-up saying that it's been shared with them. And it will also be here in their chat. So if they click their chat icon, they'll now have a link to the Jamboard that they can click on. And it will pull Jamboard up for them in their Chrome browser. Now, if you want to, one thing you can do is if you want to both be able to see the Jamboard and all of your students. So if you click right here in this gray area, what you can do is you can click and drag that Jamboard over to the right, and notice that this kind of gray square will pop out. As soon as that pops out, you can let go, and the Jamboard will snap to take up that half of the screen. You can now click on your Google Meet image over here, and you'll be able to see your students on the left in the Google Meet, and in the right you'll be able to see the Jamboard. Now if you can't see all your students, you can come click this More menu again, click Change Layout, and you can change the number of tiles you can see. So you could bring it up. We probably don't have many classes that are over 30, so you could bring it up to 30 and you could see up to 30 tiles at one time. Over on the Jamboard, if you want to, you can rename it by clicking the name and then just click OK once you've renamed it. Here you have a pen, which can also be a marker, a highlighter, or a paintbrush. You have an eraser, a pointer, so that if you just want to point or click and drag things, you can. Sticky notes will let you choose the color of the sticky note, write something and click Save. And now that will be stuck in there just like a regular square sticky note on the page. You can add images from your drive or online. You can add shapes, text box, and you can also use this pointer, which will gradually go away. So if you've got a worksheet or a text that you're working on with students, you can use this pointer to just temporarily highlight or circle something that you don't want to be permanent, as opposed to the pen, which is going to put a permanent mark on the Jamboard. You can also hit Control-Z or Control-Y to undo or redo, and you also have the undo and redo buttons at the top. There's also a background, so we can change to a writing background, a grid background, or just a plain colored background if you want it to be a different color. And so of course one of the options for this could be is if I, for instance, have a problem on my board, the students can then go to Jamboard themselves and they can do their work on the board and it will show up for me on my screen as well as all the other students. So this is a nice way to have your students do group work. You could also share Jamboards out in the different breakout rooms and have students working on different Jamboards in the different rooms. And they could work through those different centers while you're checking on them.